Hello and welcome to episode 60 of this informative playthrough of Pathfinder Kingmaker. And since the last video, I've rested, I've sold some junk, and we are going to get ready to push down to from level 2 to level 4 in Tenebrous depths here. And hopefully we'll be able to include all of this in one video, but it might be a relatively long one, but I'd quite like to keep this part of the game compartmentalized. So we cleared these Weretigers that were here. They are nasty enemies, especially if you are a lower level. So we're just going to head into the next room. But before we fully start, as usual, I'm going to cast a few buffs. So the key ones here, I've memorized quite a lot of resist energy spells, just because, and protection from energy spells, because we need to maintain those protections. Here, this is an acid themed level, so yeah, there's some nasty stuff. And mostly we're just going to keep our protections up and keep our hits up for this level, because it's not particularly difficult. The real difficulty comes in the next level. So yes, and I will just going to go the cat, and we're going to cast See Invisibility Communal, which is a very good spell. And Jubilost might as well drink that. So here, this is not as difficult as the previous room with the Weretigers. We've got wolves. You know, this is a level 2 enemy. Greater werewolf we had upstairs, except these are acidic ones. So nothing too dangerous here.
You've lost a chance to resolve this peacefully.
Yeah, four wolves should not pose any issue at all. Let's deactivate that, and we'll see about bringing everyone else in, but not wasting our bombs, because we'll need them later. So let's just finish off this greater werewolf. Should be a level 7 greater werewolf. And getting that damage reduction in is a pain, but we can just sort of hammer through that.
Anything else?
Yes, you could give us the old... That is not the spell I had thought it was, not the ability. We do not want Inspire Courage. I'm getting all confused now. There we go, we want Inspire Competence. It's more like it. So, there we go. Have I been using the wrong thing all this time? So open this up. Now, up here, there is literally nothing. I think there's some braces. So we come into this big room. What do we find? Nothing.
Applause,
yeah,
please.
braces +1. It's like 250 gold. It's almost not worth the time it takes wearing down those buffs. However, in the next room, I think we've got some invisible enemies, hence why I brought along See Invisible, which is a really great... This is a really great buff, basically, See Invisibility Communal. It's not going to help you see through, you know, blur and mirror image, but it will allow you to see... Let's see who comes along.
Repent.
There we go. Yeah, this dire venom wolf. So that's a tricky enemy, not especially at this level, but yeah, hopefully. Yeah, change target. So what we're gonna do?
This is where I
Gonna see there. It's a bit of a shame it's attacking Harem. Might just pull you back, Kit Kat. The attacks of opportunity on the cat are very unlikely to hit with its very high AC. Anyway, there we go. We don't even have delay poison up, just because I'm kind of saving that for later. But yeah, skins. So this is a storyteller artifact collectible. Aslanti belt buckle belonged to a mysterious man, a collector of many artifacts. So we can get 2 of them in this first 4 levels, and no more.
I'll share my path.
We can head down. We can head. This is to the end, and we can head up. And we're just gonna attempt this
Anything is possible.
knowledge check here.
Applause, please.
So what do we get? Ooh, firebrands. This is 1d6 extra damage. It's quite nice, and it lasts 5 minutes. So
The dangers don't frighten
we'll
me.
make a little bit out of this. So I think, or am I imagining things, that there's a secret way through here, or we've failed to spot it now. There it is. And there's almost nothing up here either. But, let's just clear it just for the sake of it. Just a single enemy, an alpha warg.
And then our leader charged forwards. Hey!
So what we see here is yeah, we do 40 damage. It's quite nice.
Don't hold back.
And these attacks here are doing our extra 1d6 fire damage from the firebrand. Always nice to do a little bit of extra damage. It's quite a nice spell for adding group damage. Ooh, failed that one. Should have had the inspired competence up, but we'll take that junk. Now we've got a essential check down here that we have to pass. It's a perception check to gain the next part of the Weary Traveller set, which we require for the good outcome. or at least for, yeah. So I think it's on the
Just letting the ink dry.
wall here, and there's a trap
This is my time to shine.
as well. Maybe this one? Yeah. There we go, and trap. So we're going to open this up, and this is what we're looking for here. Mug of the Weary Traveller. Name of its former owner, Balzes, is embossed on the handle. It's dented, covered with mud, and some stinky gunk is dried in the bottom. But as soon as you touch it, your mind is overwhelmed with bright, euphoric visions. The mug transforms into a golden cup filled with fragrant wine. So this is a little bit of the madness that fills these tenebrous depths that have entrapped Balzes, the Weary Traveller, which both Zillion and other parts have alluded to. Yeah, I think yeah. Sorry, it's Zillion who explained how he was trapped in a make-believe world, and we saw that with the mug there, and we encountered a small amount of it as well.
Applause, please.
Now, in here we've got Werats, which, like on the floor above, which I fought in the first video, and they are level 2, so these are not difficult. However, like above, there is an alchemist one, so we're going to try and take that down, because I haven't cast any protection from fire, so we're just going to try and beeline for him before he casts too many nasty spells. Harem, you shouldn't go there though. Right, that's the easy. Oops. Knocked down, not dead. Okay, dead. And
Serves you right.
last one.
Making you out of our story.
That's quite the explosion there. This is Lindsay's critical hit for 9, because they're resistant to 10 of that damage. But doing electricity and fire at the same time, you get these lovely sort of multi-animations. So we get exactly the same loot here. Masterwork, potions, bombers, and intelligence circlet. And we'll grab all of that. Have a little look in here. And this is quite a nice item. This is our first +3 item. It's a dart, but the +3 dart is pretty good. So we're going to give that to melee here, because it's one of the few ranged weapons she can use, and we might want to swap her to some different bracers. So we no longer need her. If we no longer might need her to use the bow, we can use the dart. It's got a lot shorter range, so 20-foot range compared to 50. But it means she can have a shield as well, so we can have her with a ranged weapon or a shield which will take effect when she is polymorphed, when she's wild shaped into various animals. So
Don't hesitate.
open up this next one. Now, this is a bit tricky. Let's go ahead. I can't remember whether
Try.
this is going to take effect, but it's an hour-long duration, so we get the benefit anyway for the whole dungeon. Let's just check the cat's buffs. Yeah, we're still okay. So let's go ahead and haste. And the idea here is that we've got Weretigers in here as well. So we can see 1, 2, and there's actually a really unpleasant one over here. I'll see whether I can sneak a little bit. This here. So this is a level 8 Inquisitor, level 2 corrupted creature, and if you zoom in, you can kind of see that it's got these weird growths all over it. That's the effect of Rovagug, the corruption there. So obviously we got Bane, we got Rapid Shot, we got Deadly Aim. This is an Archer Inquisitor, not very nice. +1 weapon, quite high attack bonus. We don't want to get hit with that, so we're just going to anger everyone and pull back. They might charge over here. So that's... yeah, there we go. So going for Harem. So we'll take down that one. Get a bit slower. Dead.
A clever ploy.
Move on. I don't think there's any need to use anything more serious here. However... yeah, that was nasty. So 23 sneak damage. That's... yeah. That's a pretty nasty hit. Because of course it's got bewildering... it's been hit before, so that stacks this bewildering injury AC penalty. Let's hope it doesn't die, because that's going to be really painful
This will hurt.
at this stage. So let's take some remedial measures.
Primitives.
We're all good. One down.
Onwards!
Confused. That's good. But we've still got this going on.
Will they ever learn?
Holy bomb incoming. Right. That's good. Let's
Stay behind me!
quickly take down this one. If that doesn't happen. Pathfinding. Right, off you go around here. Everyone in a bit. There. Lindsay, deactivate. Charge and attack. There we go. And all those sneak attacks, I've talked about this before, but that's Valerie. They're wearing the necklace of double crosses, combined with Lindsay's shaken aura and shattered defenses means Valerie does that bonus damage, which is really quite nice. So let's claim our reward from these individuals. Just going to be studded leather plus 1, plus 2, and composite shortbow +1. And there we go. That is level 2 done, and we did okay. I'm a bit annoyed about that. But let's go see what the next level has to offer.
The end draws near.
Am I really going to do this like one at a time with a wand of cure? Light wounds, like. Oh, some nice rolls. And we'll channel. I was expecting rolls of like 2. There we go. That's more like it, Harem. That'll
The
do.
dangers don't frighten me.
Collect everything, and down we go. We won't go upstairs. We'll clear this particular level as well. Then we'll probably go back to sell some junk without resting, and then we'll fight the weary traveler on floor 4, hopefully. So you can see on this level 3, it's rather fire themed, and I think we know what that means. So we're going to go protect from energy. Fire, yeah. There we go. And this is actually things are getting quite tough now, so we need to rebuff or buff in total. So
Adventures are exciting.
let's just
So, any brilliant ideas?
cast up.
A simple smile goes a long way.
How you doing? We are missing Shield of Faith.
Well, sorry.
No time for idling.
I am never wrong.
Let's go there. Magic Fang. Acid, more.
You require my assistance?
And I think we'll save everything else. How many more hastes have we got?
Quiet. I'm thinking.
1, 2,
Friendship
3,
lasts
5,
forever.
6. That's fine. We'll need them later on. So what we've got here is these raging Cyclopses. This is level 10 too, so yeah. They've got barbarian levels. They're using reckless stance. They do fire damage, which we need to be protected against. They got power attacks, so they will hit you really, really hard. Low AC though, and attack bonus isn't fantastic, but you can see the damage, 24 to 38. If they are hitting with this plus 21 to damage, they are going to really hurt. We're going to see. Can we not charge in here? Oh no, we can. Let's just
I'll share
make
my
sure
path.
everyone's ready. And in we go.
To the dust you will go.
What I want is not to start someone else getting hit. So let's.
Use of my talents.
Okay. There we go. The damage reduction should be. Yeah, so they're getting. Firebrand is being reduced, obviously.
You should have run.
Just finish this. That.
You deserve
Who's
it.
being attacked? So that's Valerie, isn't it? That is really going to hurt. This is exactly what I wanted to avoid. Since she does not have the AC
Let us
to
strike
handle
one.
this, we don't have much in the way of options. It would be really nice if it tripped or died. There we go. Little bit risky. But yeah, Cyclopses are really, really horrid. And, you know, get my bit nail biting, to say the least, as I'm watching them attack people I don't want them to be attacking.
Applause, please.
Let's just grab this up here. Yeah. Obviously, with each of these encounters, you can trivialize it by just going all out. I mean, I've got stacks of summons which I could call on, and I will be for a couple of these fights because, you know, they are really quite tough, and I don't want to risk dying. But yeah, I quite enjoy the I quite enjoy the pressure of having to conserve our resources, and obviously it acts in our favour to save as much time as possible going forward. This is going to be part
Anything else?
3 of our Weary Traveller set.
I failed.
Ah,
I'm sorry.
Lindsay, can you stop rolling ones? Again, I've got to save up, because if we fail this for real, the whole thing is a bit stuffed. So,
I am yours to
same as
command.
before, in a previous video where this happened, we're going to make sure Jubilost has got the highest possible chance of passing.
Yes?
Have a cat's grace, buddy.
Adventures call to them.
Have some of that. Right, gonna see, because again, if it fails, it's a reload, or it's leave and come back at a different level.
Play.
But looks like we've been successful. Anyway, this is really cool. So first of all, we get the diary of the Weary Traveller, and I'm not going to read this. It is quite long, but basically he's lamenting getting old, and specifically getting old as a gnome, which is very difficult because, you know, all those new experiences that staved off the bleaching, suddenly, you know, you run out, or, you know, you just things become, you know, my bleaching began when my soul grew numb from the number of scars it bears. The body could be rejuvenated by magic. Where can you hide when you disgust yourself? There's only one thing left, to do as the Fae do, turn your heart into a gemstone. Yes, you'll never change or remember nothing, but continue in bliss forever. And you can see this, as this was his idea, we correlate that with what Zillion said, that he's descended into a sort of fantasy Fae world. And yes, and were I to agree, then the me I am now, this old vagabond, sick of himself, he would be no more. He would just be another death, albeit a pleasant one. I cannot win this game. Even if I somehow slip Pharasma's grasp, I will never trick Oblivion. It's quite mournful, but almost predicting what would happen, or almost welcoming it in some way. So we'll take that, and we get this Boogeyman's robe. This is really cool. It provides no armor class at all, but it does give you a concentration bonus, and provides this +5 competence bonus to Knowledge Arcana. It's quite nice, but really it's this DC 13 chance to frighten an enemy, and I don't normally go in for frightening enemies. No sort of thug dips here. I find it very annoying when everyone starts running all over the screen and you've got to chase them down. It doesn't seem like a very fun way to play. However, we can play with this for a little bit, because even DC 13 isn't very high. However, you'd be surprised how often that hits, because enemies can still critically fail, and we will see that we get a fair few hits. But let's head in here. This is not easy. I'm gonna be quite careful.
This is my time
Yeah.
to shine.
So what we've got: Cyclops Cleric, 3 Cyclops. They're not raging Cyclopses, fortunately. They're level 10 humanoid, and this one here is level 10 humanoid and level 5 cleric. High amount of hit points. These will cast like enlarged person, like mass, and so everyone, all these Cyclopses grow. They all start doing even more damage. You just sort of think, we are really in it. So what I'm going to do, we're going to be able to charge from there. Yeah, so we're going to do two
Is
things.
there trouble?
One, we're going to haste. 2, we're going to summon undead to distract these ones. And 3, we're going to charge here and then bring everyone else in. So
We'll do it the hard way.
hopefully, is that coming, buddy? Right.
Strike!
Might all has backfired
time is
because
over.
I'm not sure why she is there. Who are you attacking? Well, let's hope. Okay.
Away, you rascal.
Almost dead. That's a quite nice crit. Pretty messy. We're gonna come over here. That's fine. They've got incredible reach, which is the other thing. See, this is Boogeyman's robe here. Will save past. You know, obviously DC 13 and the clerics get a modifier because it's, you know, the high wisdom. You know, they've got this modifier of 14. Pretty unlikely to hit. All right, there. Now we can wrap up. Who are you attacking? Cat. That's fine. Dead.
Do not falter.
I'm dead. Let's try and hope that I can do the next fight, you know, a bit less messily. Oops. However, this one is trickier because our cleric is hidden behind some other stuff. So there's regular Cyclops and there's cleric just behind it. So we're going to try this a bit smoother. There. Still got plenty of haste.
What troubles you?
Lindsay, you can do us a favour there as well.
A fatal mistake.
So hopefully that will tie these up for just a moment as we deal with some of the others. And the plan is I'm just going to keep Alice here, who is hopefully, that's the spell there that's going to make them big. Hopefully going to be able to drop. Well, let's go. Confusion. There we go. So hopefully that will stop them doing anything too annoying. We're going to bring out the holy bombs. Lindsay, you can move up. Give us that nice shaken. This is Fire Snake here. Very dangerous. You see 38, 38. Fortunately, we have got protections up. I'd forgotten about this trap. Little cat, come over here. More skeletons incoming. And everyone else, if you could, you know, do your thing. Hang there. Here. Here. Still alive. And off we go. Remarkable. Killed by a skeleton. So we might actually commit over here so I can try and avoid that trap. Except actually do it on this. No! No! Where are you going? The morons on real-time reports. Surely you can attack on that side. Okay, they're dead, so... Well, let's go for it. Because he's casting Fire Snake, which... Or is he? Just leave there, over here. That should be fine. Jubilos should take care of them. You're never going to hit anything, but go for it. See, despite they've got these very high will modifiers, but that was a very lucky hideous laughter there.
Stand down.
Even if it only takes out for one turn, that's still quite nice. Also, Lindsay, actually, would be nice if you did something, or I remember to get you to do something, and then we can take down this one. Off. Off.
This is where I step in.
Strike!
You offend me.
Dead. And hopefully,
My training pays off.
well, all those attacks to opportunity pay off. Right, that's really good fun. Maybe if you're watching, you could tell that actually the tension here is why I really like this dungeon, because you know, and as I said, you can trivialize it in many ways, but that kind of takes the tension out of it. I like the micromanaging that, even if you know, and in a way, I quite like the way the real time with pause
You can thank me now.
lends itself to making mistakes and not planning everything out perfectly. But that's my own preferences. We have got party-wide Cat's Grace. That's quite a nice buff. And we'll just grab some bits. This is our second bit. Time War Shard of the Goggles of Night from the Tenebrous Depths. This is part of our mysterious artifact collectors set. We'll just take all of that. And we've almost finished this level, so we're almost on to the next one. And have I missed anything? Now I'm beginning to wonder if there's something I've forgotten. Well, I'll finish clearing, then we'll go. So if we just sneak forward, this is a fight that could be just as tough because we've got Cyclops here and 2 raging Cyclopses. But I'm going to basically take the same approach, except hopefully they will meet those skeletons and we can just deal with this very quickly. Unless you do that, Harem. Come round here, buddy.
Become as dust.
That's the easy approach when they're not hidden
You deserve
behind others.
More like it.
That will hurt though. Buddy, you better have some HP ready to eat a hit. Or a remarkable miss. I guess I'd forgotten, of course, that the Harem has defensive training giant, being a dwarf, so +4 dodge against giants, which is quite nice.
Let
But,
us strike as one.
Let's see whether we can actually make sure this isn't going to... There we go.
A clever boy.
Don't actually want to be hit. Goodbye. And this Ring of Luck. Yeah.
the dangers don't frighten me.
And that's that. Now, I'm sure I've forgotten something, and I think I've reached the the time limit, so I'm going to pause the video here, and I'm going to track down my missing item that I know is here somewhere. So yeah, I will see you in the next video.